Hey everybody, how's it going? How's everybody doing? Listen, I'm sure you thought that this was never going to happen, but I did start my Appalachian Trail flip-flop hike 2020. Started at Hot Springs, and I know this video is a little long. It's over 30 minutes. I apologize for that. If you want to just skip ahead or not watch it, I completely understand. I'm sorry some of the sound is kind of crappy. I'll get better as it goes along, but so far I'm having the time of my life. This video is a little bit behind, but anyway, I'm having a blast. Thanks for watching.
All right, there goes my ride. There goes my ride. All right, this is it. This is I can't think. Well, let me start by saying this is the French Broad River, and I am just headed out of Hot Springs. This is where I'm starting. The plan was, of course, not to start here, but with everything that's going on, this is where I've started. May 13th, 2020. It's 10:17, and I cannot think of a less auspicious start to an adventure. I kind of feel like Shackleton, before he went on the Endurance to the Antarctic. He was told not to go by too many people who told him the ice was bad. And everywhere that I've walked on this, I've been told you see signs that say stay at home. Well, like I just said, my ride just split, so this is it. These are my first steps on the Appalachian Trail. Out of Hot Springs, headed north to Katahdin. It's hard. The emotions are just like incredible. Just waves. Yes, no, stay, go. Constant. I can see my wife back there, Gina. I love her so much. She wants me to do this so bad. I want to do this so bad, but it wasn't what I wanted, or the way that I wanted it, of course, but it's the way that it is. So it's time to go. It's time to get it done. Like my son Wyatt said, I got it in me. So Maine, Katahdin, here I come, and then we'll flip, and then we'll go back through the Smokies in the fall. Okay, so I'm not going to fall here, but I could fall because I just stepped up off the bridge. Okay. Yeah. Here that's Hot Springs in the background. Way down there is the Smoky Mountain Grill Diner, Smoky Mountain Diner, where Gina and I got a bite to eat. We stayed in Asheville at a Airbnb last night. Not the best night's sleep, but we stayed there and drove up to Hot Springs this morning. Man, poor place is like a ghost town. Not at all what I imagined. But let's do the tape here. Let's do the tail of the tape. I'm at $177, which is about 25 pounds heavier than I like to be. Where I feel healthy. I know that seems kind of small, but anyway, that's where I like to be. That's where I feel the best. So half of that's just plain old retirement, and I guess the other half of that's just plain old COVID-19. My pack is heavy right now. It's about 33, almost 34 pounds. That's with water, 1 liter of water, and really I have about 8 days worth of food coming out of Hot Springs. I shouldn't have that much. That's how much that I had going into the Smokies. I don't plan on taking a zero until maybe Roan, something like that. And I will be in Erwin in about 5 days. So I don't know what the resupply options are going to be like. From what I understand, they're there. But just to err on the side of safety and caution, I took some extra food, which
Really wasn't what I was planning on doing, but you know, things being as they are. Mountain laurels are in bloom, and I've seen a few other wildflowers which are beautiful. Starting out, that's still the French Broad River, so I haven't gotten very far. But I thought I would just stop and, you know, the plan is to hike about 10 miles a day for the first week or so. I'm not going to push myself. Right now I feel good, other than I feel heavy. And then get my trail legs and then start moving along. And I probably will end up trying to do this a little bit quicker than I thought I was going. I was going to give myself a full 6 months, but I might go ahead and pick it up with everything that's going on, just to avoid any closures that might happen in the fall, you know. But anyway, weather's decent. You know, this is boring as hell. I'm not doing this. If you're the kind of person that didn't want to hike the Appalachian Trail because there was too many people, man, did you miss your year. But the reason I stopped here is, if any of you have been watching channels for a while, I believe this is where the Appalachian had just come up right here when he had ditched his fishing pole in Hot Springs and got to this point right here where this little dam is and this little pond. I think he about cried. Anyway, I hope that guy's doing okay. I don't really follow him anymore. Anyway, it's amazing how drastically my mood has improved just in a couple of hours being out here. But I'm out here and I'm all alone. It's a good thing I'm comfortable in my own head, you know. Well, I suppose it's my first bit of trail magic. Then I just passed like 3 people, a couple of dogs walking, and the guy says, "Hey," going the other way. He's like, "Hey, you want the rest of these candies? They're hiking the other way. They're hiking the trail, right?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure. I guess I'll have them." There's like 2. There's 2 candies. I think he just wanted me to get rid of the trash. I think is what happened. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. The end of day 1. I only did about 8.5, not my 10, so I missed my first shelter. But that's all right. There's my tent. With all this stuff flying out of it. I got a little fire going. Already cooked my dinner. Have my bear bag. I have my bear line hung from my bear bag back there. So I'm safe. There was a big old giant pile of steaming poop. Not very far, actually. Not very far at all. I only saw 9 people today and only one other hiker. You know, I would figure in any other year, right here out of Hot Springs, you know, that this place would be slam packed. Just little old me, it's like being on the Benton Mackay all over again. It's gonna be a strange journey, a strange trip. But spirits are up. Well, shit. Sorry. I guess I'm going Stokely. Yeah. Decided to. Well, the decision was made for me. You remember? Like, I did 5 things that I was looking forward to and 5 things that I wasn't looking forward to. You know, one of those things was, you know, nature, the tiny woodland features. Remember that? Remember when I said that? No, I'm not looking forward. Actually, I'm looking forward to seeing one. I don't know what it was. Little bastard stole my whole cook set last night. The whole thing. Had it out here, hung my bear bag, right? Little fire pit, right? I had my little spoon in my head, just left my cook pot there, thinking, well, you know, I didn't cook in it. I just boiled water in it. It's gone. Middle of the night, scampered off with it. You know, look, I know COVID's going on. I know that, right? And I understand that law enforcement have other things to do, but it seems to me that these animals are probably just running rampant out here because there's no, you know, enforcement at all. And I'm now first night, and I'm cold soaking. In what? I don't know. I guess a Ziploc bag, because I don't even have a pot.
or a little cup or a stove or my toques, or not even a little. They took my lighter. What the? Well, okay. It's going to take more than that, though. I'm not getting off for that. It's just, I just really was looking forward to coffee. End of day 2, about 11 some odd miles or whatever it was. This is where I wanted to be today. So I ended up at a little bit of expense to my back, knees, shoulders, feet, hips. I pushed on a little more. I've only seen 2 people today, and one of them I saw twice. But there was a woman, her name was Rue, and she had a standard poodle with her. The dog was just jumping around everywhere, and I went, well, that looks like a Rue to me. And she said, well, that dog's name is Kanga, so I guess it makes sense. Kanga and Rue. It's kind of flip-flop from the Winnie the Pooh stories, I think, right? Where the mom of Kanga, maybe was Rue, but it doesn't really matter. There's no rules. I mean, those weren't real kangaroos. We started talking, and she got ahead of me, and she started walking, and the next thing I know, she's having to shout over her shoulder because she's that far ahead of me going up the trail. I'm like, just go ahead, save yourself. As I'm walking up, I see a dead mouse. It's in the middle of the trail, and it's got saliva and spit on it, and I'm like, that's fresh. That's freshly dead. And then I kept on hiking, and then she came back down, and much to my embarrassment, she had been up here for several hours. But neither here nor there. A little while further on, I see a dead mole in the middle of the trail, and it freshly dead again, So Rue didn't look to be the kind of person that would do that. So I'm going to go with the standard poodle. I'm going to say Kanga with the canines on the Appalachian Trail is the one that committed those heinous crimes. All right, good morning. It's beginning of day 3, and my gosh, you can. Let's see. Can you see? It's nothing but spider webs. It's nothing but spider webs. Here I am, and that's where I'm. Had a beautiful day. Just walk for a minute. This was just in the middle of the trail, and I don't know where they could have been. There's a name on there. May 5th is the date of the airline ticket. A pair of glasses, a mask in a bag, and then, just a little inspiration, I guess, is what you might call that. White Rock Cliffs. What have you, huh? I guess not for you. Just some guy you don't even know standing in your way.
Here's something you wouldn't expect to see, in the Appalachian Trail. It's a Craftsman. By the looks of it, it's a 3/16 screwdriver. They have a lifetime guarantee. If you were to break that handle off and take that back to somebody who deals with Craftsman tools, they'd give you a brand new screwdriver. Where I live, just south of Atlanta, I'm lucky on any given day if I get a view that's more than a mile before the trees eclipse it, if a mile. So coming to places like this, it's the world to me. Jerry's cabin, mile 301.8. I'm having my dinner. It's a twisted flavor, Italian inspired. Sun-dried tomatoes and chili flavor couscous, cold soaked. It's okay. I don't mean to talk with my mouth full, but we're getting to be friends, right? And being Italian. No, can't have any. Get away. Vegetarian, it says somewhere on it. Somewhere. Vegetarian. But I'm not a vegetarian. So I'm going to add some beef jerky from Walmart, which means the beef part is questionable, I think. The ridge line was beautiful. The views, what a beautiful day. Got a little gray cloud above me, but that's okay. All right, I'm not saying it's much, but I fashioned me a stove. I found a soup can, or some kind of can, and then I found an old tuna can. It needs more holes. I need more air. And then underneath the deck there was a can of waterproof spray that somebody left. And I took my little multi-tool and cut it down and opened it up and made myself a little hobo stove. So it needs more oxygen. I need to put some more holes in the bottom of it. But there's steam rising. All right. Good morning, y'all. That's my tribute to quicksand. So, good morning. It's the beginning of day 4. It's time to brush my teeth. I'm all cleaned up. I'm almost packed up. I'm almost ready to go. It's 8:12, which is about right for me. Beautiful sunrise this morning. But God, beautiful day. Just not a cloud in the sky, as you can see. Time to get started. One of my favorite things to do in life is to dream. And I don't mean like someday I'm going to be rich. I don't mean that kind of dream. I mean, when you're sleeping, to dream stupid crap, And when I'm out here, I dream like mad. I can't tell you what any of them are. There was one related to work and an old friend of mine, and it was like some building. I can't tell you, hard hats and workmen going to work and espionage kind of a thing. It was the strangest damn thing. It doesn't mean anything as far as I can tell. But I love doing it, and I love waking up and then rolling over and then falling back asleep and seeing what the next one's going to be. So anyway, there's a little something about me you didn't know. Let's get the day started. I've been watching a jay building a nest somewhere right there. Maybe in that bough right there, or somewhere. Here he comes. Oh, there he is, up in that tree, up in that mountain. Oh, he's up a little bit higher than I thought. Oh, my arms are tired. Did you see that? Right when I turned off the camera, another one flew back. There. There he goes. Geez, walking along, feet on the, looking at my feet, watching a bird, and I walk right past this big butt crack. Plumber's butt knob. So I'm coming through this old growth area, and I'm walking along, and I look over, and I'm like, that you can see a bear in here. And then I come upon this right here. Yeah, that's a big one. Okay, so I just passed Flint Shelter. A couple miles back, I saw a couple fellas, three guys out for a weekend. And they said that they had seen a girl outside of Flint Shelter, which is what I just passed, earlier today, heading north. And I'm thinking that she's the owner of said lost items. Well, looky here. Right in the middle of the trail. Hello, little fella. You might want to get off the trail before you get stomped on. Hey, look, there's a hiker. I bet you she's the one. I think that's where the climb goes. Maybe after a couple of PBRs, you know, maybe not tonight. But from the gentleman there, Tim, I think possibly, there's plenty of places to stay. So I did see she's the one, and that was her stuff. And I've done my one good deed before I died. So she's got her stuff back, and I am back on my way. Hey, today's May 16th, and it's my friend Dave Wysick's birthday. Dave, happy birthday. All right, campers, it's end of day 4. I'm at some no-name campsite. I would say stealth cabin, but there's the trail, and there's the trail, so there's not a lot of stealth going on, unless that MSR tent is invisible, which I don't think it is because you can see it on the film. So anyway, welcome to day 5. Wow, it seems like I slated like 180 days to do this, and I'm down to 175 already. I can't believe where's the time gone? Already out of breath. How's that? This is day 5. Shouldn't I be like a Superman now? I had a pretty day. Your mood, you get going, and 20 feet, or 20 yards down the trail, and a little bird perches and just like looking at me, like saying, "Okay." No, that's stupid. Where was I going with that? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Let's just walk this morning. we're going this way, huh? This is the first major crossing I've come to. So, there's the Tennessee borderline. See that there? Somewhere in North Carolina, because I see a welcome center 6 miles. What are y'all doing? Huh? Let's get it on. Hey, whoa. Hey, hang on, you perverts. Wait, there's nothing going on there. What's wrong with you? This is not that kind of channel. What are you watching? Just disgusting. Just go to a porn site. What are you coming to my channel for to watch that kind of stuff? I have 3 more miles to go up. And I've been snacking on what little trail mix I have left. It's got some Skittles in there too. And I've been saving this Snickers bar for days. And my plan was to eat it in a couple of miles. Because I got one big push to get up to the top and then come back down into the shelter. And I just kind of stopped and I'm like, well, maybe I can just eat half of it. Well, the wind's blowing pretty bad, but this is big bald.
Good morning. I hope you can see. Yeah, the sunrise is pretty. About that little spot, I can see it. But got in last night at the shelter about 7 o'clock. I was up at the God, the view was just beautiful, spectacular 360 view. A deer walked right through the little place right here in the, in the front yard. Right there. I might just do the 15 and get to Uncle Johnny's and shower and resupply and spend the night. About an hour or so ago, I heard an owl. I used to hear him at the house. I used to see him at the house, actually. But habitat destruction, they're not around anymore.
All right, 7:59. That might be some kind of a record for me, huh? Okay, 16.9 miles to Uncle Johnny's. I'm not gonna kill myself. I've learned my lesson. The rain's gonna come, and there's no sense in killing you just to avoid it. Well, it didn't take long for the rain to get here. Of course, now it's more fog. What's going on? What's it going on? Can you see? What is that? 1:45. I got a couple miles to get to the shelter, but then I'm going to try to push on, like I said, to the next hostel. So I'm going downhill, and I can feel it in my lower back. About that time, right? 5-6 days, strenuous, moving constantly. About time for things to start kind of like going, hey, buddy, what's going on? What's happening? We're not sure. Yeah, this isn't the couch. There's where, what are you doing? Man,
Now she's drawing me away from her baby. She's got a nest here close by. What is it, sweetie? Well, I'm not really sure what that was. Some type of grouse maybe or something. It just come out on the trail. I wasn't quick enough with the camera, but just come out on the trail and like it was injured. Just sitting there flipping around, you know, and then kind of went back on the other side of the trail, and then like just kept dodging back and forth on the trail, leading me on, you know, kind of going slow, not I'm sure leading me away from her nest. Now there's some maternal instincts, huh? My mother left me in the woods with the wolves. It's a joke. It was coyotes. I'll tell you one thing missing today is I haven't seen flowers, you know, hardly at all. A few here and there. Well, I saw the purple ones back a ways, but, you know, certainly haven't seen the plethora of flowers that I've seen the last few days.
Hello, little frog. Actually, toad. Or here. Where'd he go? Oh, God, he blended right in.
Here I say no flowers, and then they start jumping right out of the ground at me. Look at that beautiful thing. Will you look at that? And it comes, this is completely flat. And it just pops right out of the middle of that. These ones too. And I think, I don't know if it's the same thing or not, but there's these little things too. So there you go. There's Mother Nature right there, right? And karma. Here I say, oh look, I haven't seen a flower today, or whatever. And then so Mother Nature goes, oh really? You? Really? Really? You want to get smart? And then it makes me bend over 12 times to on my knees to have to get back up. She's got a sense of humor, huh? Here I'm thinking, oh look, flowers, and the next thing I know, after the 12th one, I'm like, oh God. Okay, though, just real quick, a couple more, and then I got to get moving.
And apparently it's not just flowers she makes me kneel down for, it's little tiny snails and toads.
Made you look. It's terrible, disgusting. A foul sense of humor. Everybody loves the sound of a train in the distance.